Since its beginnings in 2010, Warriors Way has established itself as one of Victoria's premier fighting events. The promotion has given many young fighters the chance to test themselves in the ring in their chosen style, whether it be Muay Thai, kickboxing, MMA or Kyokushin karate. The success of Warriors Way has coincided with the rise of a number of Victorian fighters who have gone on to establish themselves as feared competitors throughout Australia. One of the most exciting and promising of these fighters is the 28-year-old Muay Thai fighter Eric Miskle, hailing from the Young Bulls gym training under the watchful eye of Laos Tui. On November 15th, at the Warriors Way 8 event, Eric Miskle is set to take on the seemingly unstoppable world champion Michael Tomahawk Thompson in what will be the biggest fight of his career. If Eric wins the fight, he will become a household name in the Australian fight scene.
My name's Eric Miskle, I train out of Young Bulls Gym in Dandenong, Melbourne with Laos Tui. I've had 23 fights for 18 wins with 1 draw, 11 knockouts. And I currently hold WKA Australian and WBC Australian titles.
While Eric Miskle is still regarded as an up-and-comer in the Australian fight scene, martial arts and the fighting spirit was something ingrained in Eric from a young age.
Well, my dad's been doing karate his whole life, and he started teaching at a karate gym near our house. So we went out and did a bit with him, and as well as what he showed us at home, and then got into Taekwondo and started competing with that. I've got 2 older brothers, so obviously the oldest one started first, and then we're all looking up at him thinking we want to do the same thing, we want to compete, we want to bring home medals and trophies and be like a big brother, or be like our dad. So then my next oldest brother, he took it up, and we all followed suit, myself and my youngest brother. Ever since I was a kid, I read about Muay Thai in one of my brother's martial arts books, and I always wanted to do it. And then, the opportunity presented itself to start training. I came down to Tui, and I've been here ever since.
Last year, Eric was given the opportunity to travel to Bangkok, where he competed in the King's Cup Show, a prestigious Muay Thai event held annually in Thailand to celebrate the King's birthday.
My biggest highlight to date is fighting at the King's birthday in Bangkok. It's a WPMF show, and beating a Brazilian fighter who was, up until that point, undefeated. He had about 26 fights. And at that stage, I'd only had about 17 or so that was a big win for me.
Eric's success in the King's Cup Show gained him international exposure and recognition, but it was perhaps his recent fight with another hot prospect, Joe Concha, that established him as a serious contender in the Australian fight scene.
Fighting Joe Concha was a big test again. I like to keep stepping it up. He's a tough boy, and once again, strong hands, big leg kicks, and being that he's a bit shorter than me, as is Tomahawk, using my reach to my advantage, and just tried to make him fight my fight rather than watching videos of him and being worried about what he's going to throw. I went in there and threw what I wanted to throw and came away with the win. As soon as the bell rings, it's usually relief. I think so for both fighters. 5 3-minute rounds is a long time to be fighting. If you know that you've got a clear, concise win, then that's just a massive feeling of elation, just to know that it's over, you've got the win in the bag, and you can be 100% confident of that.
Thai fighting is a tough sport. If Eric fights some guy that got a good hand, we work on the hand, we work on the defense. If someone got a good with knee, good with kick, we study what the strong point, the weakness point. And when Eric's fit, I guarantee that I don't want to be hot pad for him anymore. As he's that fit, that strong, his work rate is 100%. When I'm in the corner, I'm always say, stay calm, be patient, pick your shot. Don't just go there and crazy. The sort of experience, because I've been there, done that, so I know what it's like to be calm, and we stick with the game plan. If you don't have game plan, there's not a fight in there. The thing that I like about Eric is just stay calm, and he listens to my instruction. Whatever I say, he will do it.
Laos is a great trainer. He's had 32 fights. He's won a South Pacific title. He knows his stuff. He's an all-rounder. He's training that many different styles. It's not funny for him. He's competed on the international stage in Taekwondo. He's won Commonwealth, South Pacific, 3 Australian titles for kickboxing. He's got great ground game, which is not really relevant for me, but it's good to have someone there that has an eye for detail, and we incorporate a lot of what he's done in his training throughout his different styles into what we bring to my Muay Thai fight game. we keep people guessing with, sometimes some slightly unorthodox moves, but they work. So I'll keep throwing them. Every single night I'll learn something doing pads with Tui. There's always something that could be better, and we strive for excellence, and it's good to have someone there that's always watching, always looking for the tiniest little slip up. Something can be better. He'll be on me about it.
In the small suburb of Rochdale, just south of Brisbane, the 23-year-old world champion Michael Tomahawk Thompson trains at the Iron Fist gym for his upcoming fight with Eric.
I'm Michael Tomahawk Thompson. I've been training for 9 years out of the Iron Fist gym in Rochdale, Queensland. I've had 48 fights, 38 wins. I currently hold the WKN world title and the WKBF world title. As a young fella, I was always pretty keen on like karate and all that sort of fighting, sort of TV shows and movies and that. So I just thought I'd just give it a crack one time, and happens my mate was starting this Muay Thai thing. I didn't even know what it was. I just thought fighting, yeah, I'll have a go. And then went down and trained and loved it and just stayed dedicated, and I am what I am now.
And what that is one of the most exciting and talented fighting prospects Australia has seen since the rise of John Wayne Parr and Nathan Carnage Corbett, both of whom have promoted shows using Tomahawk as a main and semi-main event fighter. At just 23 years of age, Michael Thompson has fought and beaten some of the best in the world.
Tomahawk, he's the next best thing. He's the Raymond Decker, of this modern era. Anyone who steps in there with him, they're going to have their full game. You can't just go, I'm a good grappler, I'll out grapple him, I'll out kick him, I'll out punch him. He's got it all.
Michael Tomahawk Thompson at the 63 kilo weight division is the leading fighter in Australia without doubt, and everyone that's come up against him, they just have no answer for his spinning elbows, his explosive techniques with his punches and his kicks, his leg kicks. He's the man to beat. He's the face of Australia at the lighter weights.
To be recognised, especially by John Wayne Parr and Carnage, it's a pretty unbelievable feeling, because they're the idols, they're the people you look up to, and they're the stars of the sport, and they recognise you for almost getting up there and kind of being equal.
It was on John Wayne Parr's Boonshoe show that the Tomahawk had his first fight at the young age of 15.
My first fight, fully padded, headgear. I put my name down to fight and I was all excited and that, and then as soon as I got a match up, I got really, really nervous. But then when I got closer and I started training more in that, because I didn't know what I was in for, sort of started going away, and on the day of the fight I was so amped that I couldn't wait to get in the ring, and I tried jumping the ropes instead of climbing over them, and my back leg caught on the top rope and went arse over tit. But I bounced back up and shook it off and went in there and gave the fella hell. End of 2007 through to pretty much all of 08, I was struggling with trying to stay focused, because I wanted to basically be a normal person, be a normal 18-year-old, just go out, have fun with my friends and all that, and drinking and that crap. I was training through there, and it was really showing in my performance, in my fights, and my training. I'd rock up to training 3 times a week, and I lost 5-6 fights in a row because I wasn't dedicated. And then I pretty much gave myself an ultimatum. I was like, well, you win this next fight or you quit. You just throw it in, because there's no point wasting time, because you're not good at it. You always lose, and I was going through all that sort of demons in my own head. So I thought, screw it, I'll give it 100% and I'll red hot crack. And yeah, I did, and I ended up winning, and I I won probably my next 4 fights after that, and I turned pro, and then I won Australian title, and then I was beating the big names again, and I just started killing it. So I just said, well, yeah, I believe in myself now, and I don't want to be a normal 18, 19-year-old and muck around with my friends. I'd rather give this a crack.
Two, come on, quick. Up 2 chin. Back down, 10 more, let's go. 10. 2 burpees, come on.
From seeing Tomahawk fighting with shin pads and 16 outs on, fighting 3 1.5s, to fighting in a cage with MMA gloves on. So I think since then he's just grown so much, not only as a fighter but as a man. He hasn't even reached his peak yet. He's going to just get bigger and stronger, and the more fights that he has against the international guys, he's only going to grow. So he's definitely going to be the next superstar of Australia, without doubt. Once myself and Corbett retire, he's going to be the man to look out for.
This is definitely going to be the biggest fight of my career to date. He's a tough boy, and I know he's going to come down and bring the goods. And my plan is obviously to come away with the win, and he'll be a very big scalp for me to take. Once again, I'm going in as the underdog, taking a big step up. If I take him out, then perhaps I could be the next best thing, and that's what we're all aiming for. That's competition. That's why we're all here. I like to think he's got his work cut out for him.
One of the biggest challenges many fighters face is trying to juggle work, training and family, something Eric manages to do amazingly well.
I've got my partner Nicole and our son Hugo, who's 14 months. So I work civil construction. Coming home is always a good thing. I like coming home at the end of the day and he's there running up to me. It's a great feeling, but I've got limited time to spend with him and get my chores done before I've got to race down to training. But they come down here every Tuesday and Thursday, which is good. Get to spend a lot of time with him down at the gym, and he's around good role models. And it's a good environment for him to be in instead of stuck in front of a TV or a PlayStation. So
it's busier, I guess. He gets home from work and he'll take Hugo and play with him, and it's quickly get dinner done before he has to go down to training, and then it's just go 24/7 really. We don't really have much spare time, but we like it like that. I think as well, even though it makes it hard to spend, the same time that other people would spend with their kids, taking him down to the gym and stuff, and all of Eric's healthy eating and his exercise, it sends a really good message to him, and I think it's a really good environment for him to grow up in. Oh, yeah. Oh. I try and go to all his fights. Once he fought Mark Mullen on Kings of Combat, I think it was, and he won the first 4 rounds convincingly. I was so excited, he was doing fantastic, and then just in the last round, Mark just landed this, I think it was a hook, wasn't it?
Overhand right.
Overhand right, that's right, and knocked him out. And I burst into tears, and everyone was putting their arms around me going, it's okay, he's fine, look, he's walking around, he's fine, he's talking. I'm like, I feel like an absolute horrible person, but I'm not upset because he's knocked out. I'm upset because he lost. He worked his butt off for that, and I knew how much he wanted it and how much it would be hurting him, and that hurt me. And so I was devastated and crying because I knew how devastated he would be, not because I was worried about him at all.
You're not going to cry now, eh?
Shut up, no.
Bit big?
Usually I'll train Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night I'll take off and either take it off completely if I need to, or just do a small circuit just for fitness, and that way I get to spend time with Nicole and Hugo and actually be able to perform at work for Thursday, Friday, and then train Thursday, Friday night, twice Saturday and twice Sunday. So it's 7 days a week between work and training. I think I'm a pretty well all-round fighter, so I've got strong kicks and I know I'm going to have a good bit of reach on him. Lots of elbows, knees, as well as my hands and my kicks, really sharpening everything up for him. He can expect me to train as if it's a world title fight, because that's how I train for every fight. Every single thing I've got, every single bit of my life revolves around my training and the upcoming fight. What I eat, what I drink, who I socialise with, I know he's a very capable fighter. He's tough, so good hands, strings his combinations together very well with a lot of power. Good leg kicks. I know he's a very aggressive fighter. From the first to the last bell, he'll be coming at you. And well, in this instance, he'll be coming at me. And so I'm going to try and make him fight my fight. And I'll be coming at him, so it should be a good action-packed fight.
Eric got a good chance. All right, Eric is underdog, but as I said, he's not going to let the Victorian fighters down because Tomahawk is just another fighter. But I'm sure if he's doing study, he's going to know what Eric Miskle look like. And Eric Miskle is not a walkover, and he trained really, really hard. Each fight he's fighting, it's just like a world title fight.
Eric, he prepares very well for every fight. It's 110%, and Tomahawk's not going to get an easy fight. Eric Miskle is probably the best bloke in Victoria in our weight division at the moment. He's fought Joe Concha, Roy Wills, Campan. These are top boys in that division. Like, he can match it with anyone.
Everyone here, very much a team, even though we do compete as individuals. You know, once you're up there in the ring, it's you by yourself. You win, you lose, in the eyes of everyone else. But you know, when we're down here at the gym, it's all of us win or all of us lose. You know, yeah, it's like a family here. It's a really good atmosphere.
I just have to say from the bottom of my heart, he's a total inspiration, not only to myself but to everyone in the gym. Just lifts everyone up with his work ethic and total dedication to the sport, not only to the gym but to Laos himself. For me, I haven't got any family. All my family's passed on, so all the guys at the gym, this is my family. Without these guys, I don't know where I'd be. I'd probably be a bit of a mess in life. The culture here is very family orientated, and Laos has made it that way, and all the guys here are just, you know, they're the best guys, and without them, you know, I'd be lost.
If I could give any advice to Eric Miskle for fighting Tomahawk, it would be get as fit as you can and expect the unexpected. Flip Street made the mistake of in the clinch. He thought that he was going to be a nice guy and let the clinch go early before the referee said break, and he got caught with a spinning back elbow when he least expected it. So just be prepared for war, because it's Tomahawk's going to bring it. So make sure that you're ready to give it back, because it's going to be a hard fight.
In 2012, Tomahawk was given the opportunity to fight in the main event of John Wayne Parr's Caged Muay Thai series. He was set to face the Thai superstar and Lumpini champion Ponsonay.
For my second CMT event, I really started losing sleep because I feared for Tomahawk's life, because I've seen Ponsonay fight so many times, Lumpini champion. He could not get a bigger superstar. So once Ponsonay landed in Australia, the first thing I did was I asked him, if you're going to knock him out, can you please stop him with leg kicks? I said, please don't just go annihilate him and just destroy this young kid. He's got a good future. Just play the game in the first. If you're going to stop him, can you stop him in the second? And Ponsonay gave me a slap on the shoulder. Hey, okay, leg kick second round, no problem, no worries. And then the fight started.
Oh, beautiful uppercut. Have a look at that, Andy Raymond, into the knee transition.
Transition was perfect. There's the right uppercut again. And 22-year-old Michael Thompson, he's lifted his game. What an explosion from the Brisbane boy.
Oh, again with that uppercut into the knee. Thompson putting it all together so well, and every shot that lands is going to help the Aussie grow in confidence.
What a night it has been so far, and no signs of it slowing down here.
He gets a count, Ponsonay.
Massive result for Michael Thompson. What a minute, what a round, what a fight this has been. Our main event capping off an absolute cracker here on the Gold Coast.
They have come back with a unanimous decision. For Australia in the blue corner, Michael Tomahawk Thompson!
With Eric Miskle, been watching his videos, and he's a strong boy, and he's going to give me a good hard fight. Same approach as always, just training to his weaknesses and exploit them like I do every other opponent. I'm training hard, I've got everything to lose, and he's got everything to gain, so that's just my #1 priority.
When he wins this fight, I will rate Eric as one of the best super lightweight in Australia, and no one will fight him in Victoria.
One thing's for certain, come November 15th, every single person at Warriors Way will be saying that was one hell of a fight.
Eric Miskle's probably the pride of Victorian Thai boxing at the moment. Come November 15th on Warriors Way, Tomahawk, keep your hands up because Eric's coming your way.
Everyone come along and support me, going in for the win, and I'm confident that I'll get it.